One of the things that's been really encouraging for me here is the culture of leadership. We have a group of elders that lead with humility and grace like I've really never seen in 30 years of non-paid church leadership. You know, we regularly say that we have no senior pastor except Jesus Christ, and that's actually the way it works here. Nobody gets 2 votes, and in fact, we don't vote on anything. If we can't reach unity on a decision, we stop and pray and discuss some more, and that's probably less efficient, but we've found that to be a much healthier way for us to lead a growing and multiplying church. We certainly recognize that elders have different roles and responsibilities, even as we lead as a plurality. And so, for example, I would be considered first among equals, the way we refer to it, in the area of finances. And that doesn't mean I have any sort of extra authority. We actually have someone on the staff who is responsible for the day-to-day kind of writing checks and paying bills. But I'm responsible for reporting to the elders on financial matters and bringing proposals and helping develop the budget and those sorts of things. And again, I don't have any special authority in doing that, but the elders recognize that that's an area that I'm gifted, as well as a part of my responsibility that I can use to bless the entire family. Meanwhile, Jeff would be considered first among equals in strategy and vision. And again, that doesn't give him any sort of special authority to set strategy and vision, but it means that he thinks more about that because of his gifting and his the way God's made him. And so he brings that sort of energy and vision to our larger elder group and blesses our family that way. I think that many people's mental model for church leadership is that of a corporate board, which might not really be the best model. I think perhaps a better way to think about church leadership is the role of a father. And much like fathers, our elders lead from sort of 3 perspectives. There's certainly an element of oversight, much like a father has, but perhaps more than a management oversight, where there is some part of that, it's really more of a protection sort of role, both doctrinally and for church discipline. But there's also an among role, because we're called to be an example to the flock. And so if we're going to be an example, we have to do what we ask people to do. We have to be among them, modeling and giving an example for how to live a life committed to loving and displaying the gospel. And then finally, we have to lead from under the family, because Jesus said he didn't come to be served, but to serve. And so our model for leadership is that of a servant leader, and we have to serve our family. We can't ask our family to do anything that we're not willing to do, that we think is below us. And so we lead from all 3 of those perspectives.